Yeah, Spence got beef with my coach. What's good? Come see me. You want to sue him? I want to beat you up.
Yo, facts.
Facts, bro. Do. Knockout Errol. Nice.
So I'm sure you guys may have seen or heard the news by now. But if you don't know now, you know. Errol Spence Jr. and Ryan Garcia has been going back and forth over social media. And now it's looking like something may happen from this. It's your boy, Mr. 926, a.k.a. Bushido the Dragon, a.k.a. the Black Mage, a.k.a. I can just do this all day, the two-time demonetized champion of the world.
Get the lights up.
Check it out, man. Errol the Truth Big Fish Spence Jr. Last time we saw Errol Spence, he was campaigning for a fight with Sebastian the Tower Inferno Fundora. Of course, that fell through. Errol Spence seemingly just kind of faded back into the background. And now he's back to the forefront, and Ryan Garcia is looking for the smoke. Now, Ryan Garcia mentioned before that he wants to kick Errol Spence's ass because he didn't pay Derek James, Errol Spence's former longtime trainer. But they've been going back and forth over social media. And to be honest with you guys, based off of some of the words that were said, some of the things that were said, I think these two dudes need to fight. And yeah, you see ESPN Ringside got some of it kind of, memed up, right? This stuff be spread out throughout their social media platforms, but it says, I'll legit beat his ass in regards to Ryan at the AT&T Stadium at 154-160 off the strength of him testing positive. But I don't take tune-ups. And then Ryan responds, please, let's run it. I will gladly destroy you and finish the job Crawford almost did. I will finish the job. And then he says, Tank didn't get to finish you because you quit like a hoe. Like we all know you would do. Go find someone to play with. And then Ryan says, let's see this next move. Won't do shit. I'm calling him out, and there's no offer. Errol Spence, I will welcome the challenge at 160. Wow. So Ryan Garcia looking for the smoke. And to be honest with you guys, I do believe that Ryan Garcia will fight Errol Spence Jr. If the opportunity presented itself. Now, Ryan Garcia has been saying just all kinds of stuff on social media, right? He says this here, F you before I steal your girl, bitch. Payback, Derek James. That's how I'm coming. Wow. I mean, he talking greasy, bro. He talking greasy. He talking real greasy. And ESPN couldn't even get all the stuff because it just got real nasty. Then Ryan says, I will hit Errol so hard he will be cross-eyed for the rest of his life. He'll be wondering where he is at, even though GPS is telling him you have arrived. I will end Errol Spence. Wow. And then he says, let's see this pussy's next move. Won't do shit. I DM'd his girl and he didn't do anything. I'm calling him out and there's no offer. Errol Spence, I welcome the challenge. 160. Wow. Hey, you got to see him, bro. Errol. You got to see him, dog. You got to see him. I think this is a good fight for Errol Spence. After coming off the loss to Terrence Crawford, bad loss, bad fight. Just he got beat up pretty bad in the fight with Crawford. But I think this is a good fight for Errol Spence. Ryan Garcia, yeah, he's a big lightweight. Go ahead and beat up on Ryan Garcia. Yeah, I think that's a great fight. Good fight for Spence. Errol Spence, girl, what's up, baby? I know he ain't treating you right. I love you. Why? I mean, come on, bro. He's DMing your girl and everything, bro. You know what I'm saying? And then he says, one thing we know is I've never looked like this. Nah, it's giving Goonies. I'm screaming. So he's trolling Errol Spence and everything else, you guys. I mean, Errol Spence got to see this dude, bro. Honestly, this is even before today or whenever you're watching this video. A couple of weeks ago, they've been going back and forth, and I think they got to see each other, bro. And then he says, I authorized my lawyer to send Errol no sense an offer. Let's go start the Rumble. I give you my whole word that this is my next fight unless he runs. Wow. Come on, man. And then he says, hashtag Garcia Spence. Oscar has been notified for the Spence fight. And then he got even memes made up already. Then it says, bye-bye Spence, August 10th, Dallas Cowboys Stadium, sellout crowd. It definitely will sell out. I mean, it'll be Spence Garcia, in my opinion. Errol Spence is the bigger name fighter. I don't care what. No. Errol Spence is the former champion. No, it'll be Spence Garcia. It ain't gonna be no Garcia Spence. Then he says, when I KO Spence, what would they say? And then we see Spence here. He's back to work, running, right? He don't look to be overweight or anything like that. May have to tone up a bit, but yeah, he's back to work, right? I wonder who he's training with. There was training footage of Errol Spence released, and you see it on the screen of him hitting pads. I wonder who is going to be his new trainer. I'm not quite sure if that guy was his coach, but he's definitely not with Derrick James anymore. You know what I'm saying? And Errol Spence reacts to some of the stuff they were saying. He says, after the Crawford performance, you should take a tune-up in the money, gang. He said that nigga is a tune-up. What has he done? Who he beat without it being a problem? LOL. I had to consistently ask his coach for weeks to train the lane. Wow. So Errol Spence, let me read that again. He said that ninja is a tune-up, and talking about Ryan. He says, what has he done? Who he beat without it being a problem? Right. I had to consistently ask his coach for weeks to train the lane. So by him saying his coach, is he speaking about Derrick James, right? That's kind of sad how they fell out, because I'm sure Errol Spence's parents had a relationship with Derrick James. I'm sure he was like family to them. And that's just the nasty fallout. And one thing I will be interested in, if this fight does materialize, if something does happen, I will be interested to see if Derrick James will train Ryan Garcia to beat his former fighter in Errol Spence. I mean, Derrick James will know Errol Spence better than anybody in boxing. I think that'll be somewhat of an advantage for Ryan Garcia. Not saying he'll win a fight against Errol Spence at all by any means. However, it would be an advantage because Derrick James knows Errol Spence better than anybody in boxing. I think the honorable thing for Derrick James to do would be to step aside for this fight. Don't get too involved. Yeah, me and Errol got our problems, but that's about money and everything. But I'm not about to train you to go up in there and fight pretty much my little brother. You know what I'm saying? Like, so yeah, I'm interested to see how that little situation plays out. Then Errol Spence has some things to say. Let's go over what Spence said. He said, stop letting this boy get a pass like we don't remember you taking a knee and getting up at 10. Cowardice F, right? So basically in the tank fight, Ryan waited till the 10 count to get up, and then, Errol Spence said, you a coward. You didn't, you waited to the 10 count, you coward. He said, Tank didn't get the finish. We said that part already, landed. So basically, Errol Spence had a few other things to say, I'm sure, right? Ninjas talk too much, Frank stand focused. So, in a nutshell, they're going back and forth social media. I can't just go over everything these guys are saying. But Errol Spence, man, it's good to see the big fish back. We need to see him in action. I think a good fight would be against Ryan Garcia. I think it's a practical fight. It'll be a good money fight. It'll be a fight. It'll just be a good fight for boxing. Whether you agree with the weight that these guys will be fighting. Ryan Garcia is pretty big anyway, right? Errol Spence be fighting at 154. I mean, just go ahead and fight Ryan Garcia. I see nothing wrong with it. He's talking a lot of shit. There's a little backstory to the fight. It'll sell. And it kind of makes sense right now. You know what I'm saying? Ryan Garcia said he's been cleared of the positive test. I'm not quite sure. They said the B sample ain't coming back to 22nd of May. So we go hold our breath on that. But Ryan Garcia seems to be on the attack, and he seemed to be attacking Errol the Truth Big Fish Spence Jr. Will the Big Fish strike back? Tell me what you guys think. Who wins that fight? Errol the Truth Big Fish Spence Jr. or King Ryan Garcia? Like, subscribe, holla at your boy. Peace out.